Hi everybody, this is Pat Fitzsimmons. I'm sorry that I can't be there today, but I'm going to share my thinking about the relationship between the transferable skills and the Vermont Early Learning Standards through this PowerPoint with a voiceover. We'll see how that goes. So I thought it might be helpful just to look at the framework for the Vermont Early Learning Standards, that the standards are broken into 3 sections: developing self, communication and expression, and learning about the world. And then those sections are broken down into domains. For instance, approaches to learning is one of the domains, and that's one where I saw lots of connections between the early learning standards and transferable skills. However, connections to the transferable skills are certainly woven throughout this document. Approaches to learning. This is part of the introduction. Take a couple of moments to look it over. I really like this statement because it identifies children as problem solvers, problem generators, people who are active learners. They seek and they create novel challenges. I also like the focus on self-motivated and self-directed learners. Those are certainly skills that children will use for a lifetime. And we see all of those reflected, I believe, in the transferable skills. Clear and effective communicator. Babies are born with a desire to communicate with people around them. Look at these two looking at each other. They use vocalization, gestures, and squeals of delight to let us know what they're thinking. As young children get older, we are looking for them to increasingly improve their ability to communicate with others. We're looking for longer phrases, more complex sentences for them to be able to stay on topic. And they get better and better at it, and they learn how to use lots of different kinds of communication to share with us how they feel, their thinking, and their needs. There's clearly a progression of development through the early years. We see infants initiating and engaging in simple turn-taking interactions with others, and they do that by using vocalization and gestures. We expect preschoolers, on the other hand, to listen and respond to a topic for a longer period of time and be able to carry on those conversations with others. By kindergarten, we're really expecting children to be able to participate in collaborative discussions with one another so that they have some ideas about how conversations really take place, that they take turns talking, and that they listen to others and look at the person that they're talking to. So they understand that there are some agreed upon rules for discussions, and they can continue a conversation through multiple exchanges. Play is really important for young children, and it worries me that I see it disappearing from some early childhood classrooms. It's a child's primary approach to learning, and the modes of play can vary from simple manipulation of objects to complex games with rules. The key thing is that in play, children get to try out lots of different ideas. It's safe. They can be risk takers. So there are certainly some important connections between play and the development of self-direction, self-regulation. There's an interesting quote from the National Scientific Council on Developing Child report. It states, "The foundations of social competence that are developed in the first 5 years are linked to emotional well-being and affect a child's later ability to functionally adapt in school and to form successful relationships throughout life. The early years clearly provide a vital foundation that enables students to be self-directed learners, or not if they don't have the appropriate experiences." My favorite thing about teaching kindergarten was that kids had much better ideas than I ever did. We need to provide opportunities for them to use their imagination, be creative, and I think we will be pretty wowed by some of the ideas that they have. I love this picture of children working together to move another child. Children really can show flexibility, imagination, and inventiveness when we give them the opportunities to do that. Babies are great problem solvers too. They love to experiment and they can have great ideas as long as we give them opportunities to do so. While we expect older children to generate and compare multiple possibilities to solutions, try, and try again, and then pick out the solution that best meets your needs as well as the criteria or constraints for the problem. Children's first community is their family. Over time, their community expands to include the block they live on, the school they attend, and the town that they live in. They are continually learning the rules for successful participation in these communities. Children come to understand their place in relationship to their family, community, environment, and the world, and we hope that they learn to become informed, involved, and responsible citizens. Dramatic play allows children to practice a variety of roles and come to a better understanding about how to successfully function in a community. And who wouldn't want to help a friend feed and take care of a little kitty? Informed and integrative thinker, that happens when children put all of the pieces together, that connecting information across domains in meaningful ways. We want informed and integrative thinkers to take initiatives, to persist with efforts for increasingly longer periods of time. We want to provide opportunities for them to demonstrate creativity through play, exploration, and problem solving. And I think I'm out of time. So thank you very much for listening to this presentation. At this point in time, these are my connections to the transferable skills. I hope you find this information helpful. Thank you. Bye.